Sunram. Sunram finds an OC left pocket three on the way. Tickles a twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Friday evening, and welcome to the weekend. This is Division A Region 1 boys basketball tonight here on yourliveevent.com, featuring the visitors, the Central Cass Squirrels, tangling with the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes, and welcome to our pregame conversation here today. The Squirrels at 3-8 on this season, 1-3 in Region 1 play. Head coached by Matt Norman. They've lost 3 consecutive games, but they've had a little over a week since their last contest back on January the 23rd down in Lisbon, in which the Central Cass Squirrels came up on the short end of the stick against the Broncos 59-57. 7 straight road games here for the Central Cass Squirrels before they return home. It will be nearly a month between home meetings when they get back into Castleton coming up on Tuesday for a Region 1 matchup against the Wahpeton Huskies. Well, for the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers and head coach Kyle Card, 2-10 on the season, 1-5 in Region 1 play. They've lost 7 straight games here for the Grovers. As you take a look at for Fargo Oak Grove tomorrow, they will be back in action against Fosston up in University of Minnesota Crookston, going up against the Greyhounds. Then Tuesday they'll make their way to Thompson and go back on the road on February the 7th. One of the 2 wins for the Grovers this season coming at the hands of the Central Cass Squirrels, and what was a flurry of 3-pointers in which Oak Grove won 81-76 back in Castleton earlier this year. In that game, Aiden Saunders had 21 points to lead the floor. Carter Koenig hit 6 made triples. And then you had Cash Lorenz with 18 points, 4 made threes, 23 three-pointers combined between the Grovers and the Squirrels. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, go over the latest Region 1 standings, your out-of-town scoreboard. We'll hear from the coaches and Matt Norman and Kyle Card, brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency. That and more still to come on our pregame report here tonight from downtown Fargo.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
The Grover Athletic Club's Winter Classic is back. Get your team together, hit the court, and show off your skills. Calling all 3rd through 6th grade teams, this is your chance to compete on a full-size court and play like the pros. Every team gets at least 3 games. When the dust settles, a champion will be crowned. Spots are filling up fast, so don't miss your shot. Sign up today for just $200 a team and take your game to the next level. Join the excitement of the Grover Athletic Club Winter Classic in 2025. Visit GroverAthleticClub.com to register now. The Winter Classic, where legends are made and champions rise.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
As we take a look at other games across the region here this evening when it comes to Region 1 basketball competition, some other games going on. You'll have Lisbon at Wahpeton tonight. Northern Cass is up in Carrington with Greg Grenz on the call on yourliveevent.com. And what's been a good basketball game. Northern Cass leads it by 8 with 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Also from there here later tonight, you have Kindred making their way up to Beulah for Region 1 matchup here for the Kindred Vikings, as they will be making their way out west against a Region 4 competitor here for the Kindred Vikings, and then Kindred will have the rest of the weekend off before they get ready for Northern Cass. So those are just some of the other matchups. Earlier this week, Wahpeton picked up a win at Valley City 70-44, and Northern Cass with a 6-point win at Mayport CG 62-56 for some of the other scores earlier in the week. Region 1 standings entering play here tonight. The Vikings sit number 1 at 4-0 in Region 1 play, followed by Northern Cass at second at 2-0. The Jags have a number of 2-point contests, meaning they will not play everyone twice, as Oak Grove and Central Cass are playing for the second time here this season. So if they play a 2-point matchup, you win, you get 2 wins, you lose, you get 2 losses. Wahpeton currently third at 3-2, followed by Valley City in fourth at 1-1. You have Lisbon at 2-3, Central Cass and Oak Grove 6 and 7th respectively. The Squirrels 1-3 in the region, while Oak Grove sits at 1-5. Central Cass averaging 58 points per game. The Grovers averaging 56 points per contest. The latest basketball polls will come out in the state back again on Monday afternoon, and we're just over a month and a week from the Region 1 boys basketball tournament at the Shack on March the 10th through the 12th. Number 1 seed earns a bye. We'll have audio-only coverage on yourliveevent.com. That'll be March 10th through the 12th. The state qualifier will be later that Saturday on the 15th, also at the Shack, with the Division A games being at 1 and 3 o'clock respectively. And then the state tournament this year for A is at the Bismarck Event Center on March 20th through the 22nd. But again, the Region 1 tournament begins in earnest on March the 10th in Fargo. We'll take a quick time out. We come back after this. We'll hear from the coaches. First up is Matt Norman of Central Cass. Then we'll hear from Kyle Card of Oak Grove. It's our pregame conversation coming up next, brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency here in Fargo.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes to bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
When it comes to keeping your home comfortable, Bears Home Solutions has all your needs covered. From expert heating and cooling services to top-notch plumbing and fireplace installations, their team ensures your home stays cozy year-round. Trust their experienced professionals to handle it all efficiently, affordably, and with a smile. Ready to upgrade? Call Bears Home Solutions at 701-365-0365 or check them out on Facebook. Bears Home Solutions, where comfort meets excellence.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
On our pregame show here today in downtown Fargo, Region 1 Boys Basketball Division A with the Central Cass Squirrels and the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. Joining us from Central Cass's perspective is the head coach, that is Matt Norman. This interview brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency. And Matt, as you come into this particular contest, a week in between games between Lisbon and here, so I guess how was practice and what did you guys just kind of be able to utilize and work on as you turn the calendar over now after tonight to February going forward?
we just really focused on making sure that we can defend the basketball. I feel like too many times in a couple of our close games, we really deferred to the offensive player, and we weren't doing a great job of walling up or keeping them out of the paint and pushing them towards help. And so we really worked hard on being deliberate defensively, making sure that we're making teams feel uncomfortable, even if it was just our teammates in practice.
As you take a look the second time around playing against a team, how much do you change or how much is similar the second time around when you're going to play Oak Grove, when you're going to play Kindred and so forth here in this Region 1 contest?
Well, we want to do quite a few things different than we did against Oak Grove. I'm not sure how many times we defended anybody in our first showing with Oak Grove, but it was a fun game. It was really early in the season, so both teams were super young, super green. We got to do a better job of defending, from the outside in, to be honest, making sure that we're not letting them pull help so they get their set foot looks in the corner. We really struggled with that the first time we played them, so we've been pretty deliberate in practice, making sure that we rotate effectively.
As a team, as a coaching staff, is this something where you run the same play as a freshman all the way up through varsity, C squad? Are you running the same 2-3 zone? Is it a little bit different? How much do you talk with your coaches, and how much is it from top to bottom? Hey, blue is this, from all the way up, or does it change a little bit year to year depending on the personnel and the people that you have in the program here, Matt?
There's a little bit of both. We work with our middle school all the way up from our C squad to JV and varsity coaches. We all meet and make sure that we try to get our base offense in, just making sure we teach some reads and some fundamentals. And from there, our base defense. But then we also want to make sure that we can utilize the talent that we have. And so, if one year your team looks like this, well, let's make sure that our playbook fits that mold. And so I think the best part about having a coaching staff that's close is we can communicate those things while still having some staples in so they transition from year to year.
Final thing for you before we let you go. Again, Matt Norman, head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels. Taking a look at this game, is it running Oak Grove off the three-point line? Is it rebounding? Is it turnovers? What's the one thing you have to do well for four quarters basketball here, Matt?
We have to make sure that we defend. We got to take some pride in our closeouts. We got to make sure that we're making them beat us in their offense, not in a scramble, not in a set foot look in the corner, as I mentioned earlier. And so if we can defend for four quarters, then we have a good chance at success. But if we break down and we can't mentally, ride out those waves, because Oak Grove scores in bunches. If we can't ride those out mentally, it's going to be a tough game.
Matt, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here tonight.
Appreciate it.
That again, Coach Matt Norman with us from the Central Cass Squirrels. This interview brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. On our pregame show here today from Oak Grove, Division A Region 1 Boys Hoops, with us from the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers perspective. That is Kyle Carter as they welcome in the Central Cass Squirrels here. And Kyle, this interview is brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency. Kyle, first things first, as you turn the page over here to Central Cass, busy week. You had the Lisbon Broncos earlier in the week. Now you get ready for the Central Cass Squirrels. So what is the message to the team in the last day or two since you played down in Lisbon?
We need to keep improving, especially on the defensive end and rebounding, and it's that time of year we're playing everyone again. They're region games, so they're big games. It's a rivalry game, so we just got to keep getting better. We're doing a lot of fundamental work and just on those little things, and that's kind of our 2 words right now. We've got to do little things to see where we're at.
What's the one thing that's going to change, or you hope to be similar from when you played, Central Cass about a month ago in Castleton?
Yeah, we got to knock down shots. I mean, it's pretty basic when it comes down to it, but we haven't been doing that against some teams. So if we can do that again, I'm sure they're going to make shots. So hopefully it can be another entertaining game, but hopefully we come on top.
What is Squirrels Grovers when you think of basketball in this rivalry, the old Class B Region 1 and where we are now in Division A Region 1? What comes to mind kind of for you, Kyle, with this rivalry?
Just the fun camaraderie with the coaches and the rivalry that we had. Back to Coach Race, they're going against him, and now Coach Norman. So it's just been a fun battle, and we know it's going to be a good game every time out, no matter who's playing. So it's a fun atmosphere. It's a Friday night. It should be a good basketball game.
I asked Matt the same question. As coaches, how much are you using the same play or the same, you're going to call it blue, for example, and it might be defense or offense. Is that the same from C squad all the way up to varsity? Is it a little bit different with personnel? How do you go about it with the program here, Kyle?
We try to do a lot of the same except drills and practices for sure, 9 through 12. But when it comes to X's and O's, we maybe JV varsity stuff, and C squad does their own thing. But we got a lot of basic stuff in place, so everyone's doing the same drills to start practicing things. And we try and keep it so our freshmen are ready for the next level and just moving up to the next level so that they're ready to play if we need them around down the road.
I know you said make shots, but what's one other thing that you must do well tonight? Is it run Central Cass off the three-point line? Is it rebounding? What's another element that you have to do well here tonight?
I think rebound and less turnovers than they commit. That's a big thing for us. So we're just undersized, so we have to rebound. If we rebound well, we get open shots. Hopefully we can get some layups. So I think rebounding, and that's going to be emphasis the rest of the year for us.
Hey, Kyle, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here tonight.
All right, thanks again.
That again, Kyle Card, head coach of the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers, will continue on our pregame show after this. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels! Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities. Final segment on our pregame show here today. Those conversations, again, pre- and post-game, brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency, your home auto, life, and business and farm insurance agency. They want a shot at your business. Go to the man that can cover your can at DJ Coulter Agency at djcoulter.com. Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes with you here on this Friday night as we welcome you into the weekend. Enjoy the next day or two if you're going to get out and about, because it's going to get back down to where 0 might feel warm. Hopefully we don't get to that point, but again, single digits coming up for some highs throughout the week. Also, head to our website, yourliveevent.com. We got everything from a section dance tournament tomorrow in Hawley starting at noon, from a basketball in Gwinner and Milner tomorrow. We'll have hockey coming up. Wrestling postseason already begins a week from Saturday for a region duels in North Dakota for both boys and girls. So we're going to be to February frenzy here in just a matter of hours, and then from there it won't be too long before we start talking about both the boys and girls region and state basketball tournaments. The Oak Grove Grovers 2-10 on the season, 1-5 in the region, going up against the 3-8 Central Cass Squirrels and 1-3 in Region 1 play. We come back after this. It's the starting lineups and the opening tip. It's Division A Region 1 boys hoops, a good old-fashioned rival between the Squirrels and the Grovers here on your liveevent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As an American Family Agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family Agent.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome to the Empire. We have open gym times and 2 full courts with 6 basketball hoops. Court rentals are available. You can even host your own tournaments. Memberships are available. The Emperor's Club. Hone your skills and improve your game. Basketball and volleyball training classes are available now. The Empire, Fargo's newest sports complex.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
As we get you ready for our starting lineups here tonight in Fargo, it is the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers and the Central Cass Squirrels here this evening. Visiting lineups up first here for head coach Matt Norman's club as they're looking to get to 2-3 in the region with a W here tonight. They'll go like this, starting at a senior. He is Brody Runk. Runk, a 6'5", a senior. From there, you have Cash Lorenz, a 5'10", a sophomore here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Also, starting in the backcourt is Andrew Zemer here. Zemer, the freshman guard. Keegan Peterson, from that particular standpoint, a junior guard here for Peterson. And then Easton Holland, the 6'4", sophomore forward. So Runk averaging 8 points per game. Lorenz sees a team high at 14.5 points per game with Easton Holland. Zemer averaging 5, and then Keegan Peterson here averaging 7 points per game for head coach Matt Norman's club. 58 points per game defensively, giving up 63 points per contest. The Fargo Oak Grove Grovers, they'll roll like this in the backcourt. Kai Zabel, a 5'10" sophomore. Zabel at 5'10". From then, you got Jack Dietz. Dietz, the 6'3" senior forward, 4 points and 4 rebounds. Aiden Saunders, a 5'9" sophomore guard, leading the floor for the Grovers and scoring at 12 points per contest. Carter Wendable, the 6' senior guard, 7 points and 3 rebounds. And then Noah Meininger here. Meininger, the 6' junior forward, here averaging 6 points per game. Zabel, Dietz, Saunders, Wendable, and Meininger. Kyle Card, the head coach for the Grovers, averaging 56 points per game, while defensively giving up 71 points per contest. Grovers in their home whites, the Squirrels in their road reds here this evening. Oak Grove looking to complete the regular season sweep of Central Cass after winning in what was a back-and-forth, high-entertaining offensive game, 81-76, back in Castleton earlier this season, nearly a month ago to the date. Runk in the center circle against Meininger here, opening tip at 7:46 on a Friday night. Welcome to the weekend for a little boys basketball here on your liveevent.com. Both Kyle Card and Matt Norman talked about in our pregame conversation, defense, and more defense. And we'll see how that applies here starting off the bat. Zabel making his way down the paint, gets by Lorenz for 2. Zabel with the opening field goal here on the Bank North scoreboard, and the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers take an early 2-0 lead. Nice crossover by Peterson. Teardrop off the window. This one no, but Holland gets the rebound, slips it to Peterson. Peterson throwing it up, and there's a foul. Easton Holland gets aboard. Peterson, a 72% free throw shooter on the season, will head to the line. The foul will be assessed on Wendable, his first and the team's first here for Oak Grove. As Peterson to the stripe, first free throw attempt is up and in. So both teams able to get in the scoring column here on their first possession offensively. Free throw attempts number 2 upcoming here for Peterson is good. Tied at 2 apiece here. Little full court token pressure defense from Central Cass with Zemer on the guard here as making his way is Zabel. Zabel goes behind the back double. Gives us 1 and 2. Meidinger. Meidinger backing his way down inside the paint. Able to spin off the window. Good for 2. Meidinger took a couple of dribbles down and all of a sudden spun away from the double that was coming. Opened up a little bit of real estate and able to make the most out of it. Holland at the left wing going between the legs. Holland gives this one out to Runk. Brody here ripping it through right to left. Gives it back to Holland. Top of the key for the lead. 3. This one will graze the iron. Ball gets deflected out in the hands of Meidinger. Meidinger pushing this one in transition. On the baseline. Skip behind the back pass by Saunders to Zabel for 3. That'll go long. Rebound comes down to Zemer. Zemer will see this now for the Squirrels. Left-handed side open. Lorenz. That's dangerous. Three-pointer, though, will go off the mark. Rebound put back by Runt. Can't find it. And Saunders able to get the board. Meidinger hanging. Meidinger shot no. Might have been partially deflected. Peterson corrals the miss. 4th rebound here for the Squirrels. Peterson left-handed side now to Runk. Runk with it. Little cradle rock. Here comes a double now to Lorenz. Lorenz with a couple of dribbles inside the paint. This one will rattle in for 2. Cash Lorenz gets in the scoring column. Here we're not at 4. Back and forth early in this first quarter of play as you'll see it with Zabel here right in front of the scorer's table. Zabel going to drive and kick left in inside of Dietz. Dietz with the basketball here at the block. Leaves it right-handed side of Meidinger. Back now to Zabel. Zabel at the wing, taking the ball screen here. Pick and roll on the interior, and this will go out of bounds in a traveling violation for Meidinger. So turnover on the Grovers. It'll be their first of the contest. Oak Grove has lost 7 straight games, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, they have lost 3 straight. Last win for Oak Grove came against Central Cass. Another win against the Underwood Rockets out of Minnesota. Left pocket 3 for Peterson. That'll be short. Rebound, though, for Zemer. As Zemer will give it back to Peterson here. Peterson gets it. Nice little shot fake. Throwing it up. Stays with it here. Kick right-handed side for a right pocket 3 for Holland. That'll be off the iron. And the Squirrels are still with it as Holland to Lorenz. And Lorenz buries this one. Lorenz now has 4. The rebound for Holland there. And something Kyle Card mentioned on our pregame show is they got a rebound from the Grovers' perspective, and they will. Meidinger will get it. Not sure he touched it completely, but he was the nearest Grover in the vicinity. Tied at 6 apiece as Lorenz makes the scoop off the backboard. No. Rebound tapped out. It'll be last touch here off Central Cass. 4:56 to play here in the opening quarter. Tied at 2, 4, and 6 so far as this will go to Zabel. Zabel at the left baseline, leaves it to Saunders. Back to the top of the key goes Dietz. Dietz on the interior, slips the pass across the paint. Ball deflected here from Central Cass with Holland out of bounds. Squirrels will make a substitution with Jackson Haug coming into the contest. As Fargo Oak Grove will inbound it here with Saunders as they do to the baseline. Back to the right-handed side of Wendable. Wendable with it at the right wing, able to spin. Looking for a teammate, finds one to Saunders now. Saunders crossing over back up top to Zabel as Zabel will see this here for Oak Grove. Zabel to Saunders at the wing. Saunders will launch a three-pointer. That one rattling out. Rebound tap to Cash. Lorenz will see this now to Zemer. Zemer at the right wing with the basketball going between the legs. Nice little hesitation move by Zemer. Got to the rim, just can't finish. Rebound goes to Meidinger. Bounce pass across the way to Wendable. Here's a jumper from Zabel in transition. No. Rebound, put back Meidinger. Yes. Noah Meidinger right now with 6 of the 8 points here for the Grovers. Second chance opportunity as well. Central Cass on the drive for Holland. Here comes a double ball tapped out of play, and it will stay with the Squirrels. Carter Koenig will check in. He absolutely killed Matt Norman's team in Castleton with 6 3-pointers. And he will try to do that as well, as Carter is the leading three-point maker here this season for Coach Card's club with 28 on the season. Teardropper by Lorenz. No rebound goes to Peterson, or make that Zemer, but then there's a turnover for the Squirrels. Wendable the other side for two. Largest lead of the game for either club here, 10-6 with the Grovers at the 3:40 mark and counting on the Bank North scoreboard. Left-handed side is Holland. He's going to drive. Holland throwing this one up, and Easton gets fouled. Easton will head to the free throw line to shoot two, and this has very much reminiscence of the first game of an up-and-down transition style of a contest. Meidinger picks the foul, his first, team's second. 2 free throws on the way here for Easton. A 68% free throw shooter on the season. Holland misses the first. First free throw attempt on the night for either club here, as Holland is trying to make this a one-possession game with a made free throw. Free throw attempt on the second is in. So Holland will hit his first free throw attempt. Again, Peterson did shoot a couple earlier, so that was the third and fourth free throw attempts of the contest. Grovers so far led by the 6 of Meidinger. Wendable will see this in the front court. Wendable able to reverse pivot. Wendable, curl hop looking back door. This one will be a turnover. Good hands by Lorenz to bat that one in the hands of Lucas Christensen. Turnover number 2 here on Oak Grove. Lorenz with the step, right-handed side to Runk. Brody will see this top of the key. Rainbow 3. That'll miss the left iron, ball out of play, and it'll be last touched off the shin of Jackson Haug. Central Cass and Oak Grove, a good old-fashioned rivalry here tonight. The girls will be back in action in downtown Fargo on Monday. We'll also have that for you on yourliveevent.com. Koenig, right pocket three-pointer. That'll be off the iron, and we'll see a foul on the floor. Going for the loose ball was Runk and Meidinger, and the foul will actually not be on Runk. It'll be away from the ball with Andrew Zemer. That'll be his first and the team's first. So you see Chad Slatter's club and also from there Jay Bachman's club going up against each other again on Monday nights. Grovers will leave it left-handed side, saving it, and nearly able to play this one, but it went over the backboard and out of bounds, so that'll be a turnover here on Oak Grove, but good save by Carter Wendable, and for a second you thought that might have a chance of getting around the cylinder. Full court pressure defense, last touched off the aforementioned Wendable. So far for the Squirrels, a couple of made field goals, both by Cash Lorenz with 4. Full court pressure defense as the Grovers will come out of it here. Now just play straight up man. Slip to Lorenz. Lorenz at the wing, taking the ball screen here. There's the hedge. Lorenz with the basketball, gives it now to Runk. Runk at the wing. Runk able to give it now to Cash. Right wing 3 for Lorenz. Book it. Lorenz with the triple. He's got 7, and we're tied for the 4th time here in the quarter. Transition offense, though, for Saunders with the answer. Aiden Saunders with the triple, and the Grovers are back out in front. Central Cass taking a couple of dribbles for Jackson Haug, right wing. Here goes Zemer, gives it back to Lorenz. Lorenz asking for a screen, takes it, driving kick. Haug will see it back to Cash for the answer 3. That'll go short. Rebound, though, on the inside by Christensen. Here it is, top of the key to tie for Zemer. Yes, sir. Andrew Zemer with the triple. Oh, this is very reminiscent of the first game where there was 23 threes combined between these two teams. Meidinger hanging, spinning, shooting, and scoring. Meidinger now has 8. 15-13 here with 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Zemer with a couple of dribbles, driving kick now to Runk. Runk with a hard dribble down the paint, shot off the front iron. Rebound will eventually be won here by the Grovers with Carter Wendable. Meidinger with it, and this will be a blocking foul. Yes, it will. Cash was trying to get there and cut off Meidinger. Foul will be on the floor as Lorenz will pick up his first, and that'll be the team's second. Coming down with the curl hop. So again, not in the act of shooting, as you'll see Peterson, Holland, and also checking in will be Zane Blix, the 5'11 freshman guard here. So for Central Cass, they've already played with 8 here tonight. The Grovers have had 7 so far get on the floor here this evening. Meininger goes around the world. Here goes Saunders coming off a staggered three-pointer. No rebound. Long one goes to Carter Koenig. Back to Aiden. Saunders with the left hand. Can't get it. Ball gets deflected out, and there's going to be a foul. Olsen will pick up his first, team's third after the defensive board by Zane Blix, and it will be Squirrels with the basketball. Kai Zabel will check in. Also the Grovers going down the bench with Grayson Doctor, a 6'2 senior forward. 15-13 Grovers here with just over 70 seconds to play in quarter number 1 on the Bank North scoreboard. As the Squirrels will see this here with Zane Blix. Blix bounce pass now to Holland. Holland here at the top of the key gives it to Lorenz. Lorenz rips it through a couple dribbles down the paint. Left-handed shot, no. Rebound comes down to Olsen. Olsen with it, gives it in the backcourt now to Doctor. Here comes the double. Doctor's pass to Olsen. Olsen leaves it to Meidinger. Meidinger finds it to Doctor, but there's a steal on the way by Peterson. Peterson at the left wing, free throw line extended. Peterson makes the drive. There's going to be a foul, not on the continuation before the shot. Olsen will pick up his second. That'll be the team's fourth, and a substitution as Brody Runk will come in now for the Squirrels. Lucas Christensen will check out of the contest. And you'll see Central Cass give this one to Lorenz at the wing. Lorenz back to Peterson. Peterson with a couple of dribbles, skips it out now to Holland. Holland with it, drive, and this will be a foul. And we will see a bonus coming up here on the way. That'll be the 5th foul on Fargo Oak Grove, as 2 free throws will be coming here for the Squirrels. Doctor will pick up his first, and we will see, again, the bonus upcoming here for Easton Holland. Free throw attempt on the way. Most points scored this season for the Grovers. Came back in early January against for the Central Cass Squirrels, came against Fargo Oak Grove, that is, with 76 back on January the 2nd. Free throws up and in. But in comparison, the most points they've given up this year also was in that same game against Fargo Oak Grove with 81. Free throw on the second one here for Holland. That'll be off the rim. Rebound will be a jump ball, and the arrow will stay with Central Cass. Nicely done with Zane Blix getting on the board there with Meidinger. Quickly you'll get Lorenz into the game for Lorenz, and from a Matt Norman perspective, you get another crack at the rim here to try to take a lead going into that second quarter. Squirrels leave this up top to Holland. Easton with the driving kick to Peterson. Peterson will see this bounce pass interior to Runk. Runk off the window, good for 2. Brody Runk gets in the scoring column. Central Cass takes a 1-point edge. 15 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Kai Zabel will see this for the Grovers, as he does. Between the circles, Zabel crossing over right to left, taking a screen baseline jumper from 10. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Peterson trying to get a shot off to beat the horn. And that'll go off the backboard, but that won't count. Zabel to beat the horn here now has 4 as we head to the break. It's 17-16 on the Bank North scoreboard.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
17-16 Grovers here on yourliveevent.com. Fargo Oak Grove led by the 8 points of Meidinger, while Central Cass led by the 7 of Cash Lorenz in the opening 8 minutes. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you on a Friday night as we Crazy to think, close out the first month of 2025. Meininger, right-handed side. This one off the window, can't go. Rebound goes to Holland, his third of the game. Tied at 2, 4, 6, and 10. That's not a phone number. That's just the ties that we've had so far here this evening. Ball will go right wing. Runk looking nice on the cut for a slashing Holland. Just can't finish at the rim. Dietz will come up with it. Dietz goes behind the back. This one will be with Dietz on the pass to Doctor. Doctor then is going to see a foul. Grayson Doctor will head to the line, a 62% free throw shooter. Foul will come across here on Brody Runk. That'll be his first and the team's first here of the quarter. Free throw attempts on the way here for Doctor is off the front of the rim. This is one of 2 Region 1 matchups going on this evening in boys hoops. Lisbon at Wahpeton tonight. Broncos at 2-3 on the season. The Huskies at 3-2. Free throw attempt number 2 by Doctor. This one's going to get tapped out and right into the hands of number 11. That's Jackson Haug. As you'll see this now is Zemer, left-handed side of Holland. Holland will step into a three-pointer for the lefty. This one will be off the mark, and Zane Blix gets the rebound, his second. Nice pass on the interior. Holland will see this one with a little English for 2. Easton Holland 4 points, 3 rebounds here for the Squirrels. The starting 5 for Central Cass did all the scoring so far in the first quarter, and now here in the second to start. Kai Zabel, top of the key, ripping it through, leaves this one now to Carter Koenig. Right-handed side, here's a Doctor three-pointer right wing off the iron, and a board coming here for Central Cass. Blix with his third board of the game off the bench for Matt Norman's club. Now wants to think about a pass on the inside to Runk. Nice little turnaround jumper. This one will be off the iron, and Dietz gets the rebound. Dietz goes behind the back in transition, pops the pass to Carter. Left wing three-pointer, rising, shooting. This one off. Rebound comes down, though, to Dietz, his third. Doctor on the jumper for 2. Second chance opportunity here for the Grovers as they retake the lead at 19-18. Largest lead of the game so far has been 4 points. Ball will be up top to Holland. Holland's going to drive. Holland to the left block, and Holland gets fouled. Easton has been living at the free throw line so far here tonight. His 5th and 6th free throw opportunities upcoming. As you'll see, the foul on Dietz, his first, team's first of the quarter, and free throw opportunity here for Easton. As Holland to the stripe. And we'll tie this one up at 19 apiece. As coming in will be Cash Lorenz here for Central Cass Squirrels. Aiden Saunders to check in alongside with Carter Wendable here for the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Easton. Second one up and good as well. Easton now with 6 points. He will check out. Keegan Peterson will check in. 1 foul apiece here in the quarter. Both Kyle Card and Matt Norman have 5 timeouts remaining here. Both have played man pressure defense for the majority. And a reminder for wrestling fans, tomorrow we got the Belle of the Brawl girls wrestling in the morning in Castleton. That's always a good individual tournament, as Meininger able to contort his body, just unable to get that one to go through the cylinder. Jackson Howe gets the rebound, able to get this one up the floor, and there's Brody Runk. Runk now with 4. 22-19. This will get reversed in the hands here of the Grovers. Right-handed side to Zabel. Zabel goes inside the paint. Shot, no. Rebound, Meininger. Put back up and in. Noah Meininger, 8 points and 4 rebounds. Second chance opportunities paying dividends here for Kyle Card's club tonight. Ball will go right wing to Blix. Blix with the skip now to Runk. Runk able to spin, drive kick. Peterson left wing 3 on the way. Nothing but twine. Keegan Peterson with the triple. He's got 5. Full court pressure defense and a turnover here for the Grovers. That's their 5th. Central Cass their 3rd three-pointer of the night. Fargo Oak Grove so far with 1. As you'll see, Noah Meininger checking out of the contest here quickly. As the Grovers will bring in Zach Winter here, the 6'2 junior forward. Squirrels see this. It's high in the air and eventually coming down. Peterson with another three-point opportunity. That will go short. Blake's shovel pass to Ruckno, and the board will eventually come down to Winter, and then we'll see a foul. Foul will come across on Brody Runk. That'll be his second, team second, and Brody will check out of the game. As coming in will be Easton Holland. But before then, right at the 5-minute mark, timeout on the floor on the Bank North scoreboard.
The Grover Athletic Club's Winter Classic is back. Get your team together, hit the court, and show off your skills. Calling all 3rd through 6th grade teams, this is your chance to compete on a full-size court and play like the pros. Every team gets at least 3 games. When the dust settles, a champion will be crowned. Spots are filling up fast, so don't miss your shot. Sign up today for just $200 a team and take your game to the next level. Join the excitement of the Grover Athletic Club Winter Classic in 2025. Visit GroverAthleticClub.com to register now. The Winter Classic, where legends are made and champions rise.
Time out on the floor, brought to you in part by Southview Dental. Your dental care in Moorhead. Go to southviewdentalcare.com to check out some of the things that they can offer for you from the dental world, such as same-day crowns, implants, that and more. They offer personalized care that fits your requests. For more information, again, go to southviewdentalcare.com, your dental home in Moorhead. 25-21, Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here on this Friday evening. The Grovers 3-18 a season ago, 2-10 so far this year. Central Cass a season ago made it all the way to the Region 1 third place game, falling short to Valley City. Valley City then would defeat Thompson in a state qualifier a couple days later from the Shack and take 5th. So that just shows you how close Division A boys basketball was last year, and seeing what can happen as long as you just make it to a state qualifier. Your hopes for a state tournament berth are still alive. This one going up and in for 2 goes to Winter. Winter gets in the scoring column, points off the bench for head coach Kyle Cards Club. Ball will go left wing, seeing this one now on the baseline. Able to make his way for 2. Easton Holland with the right hand. And the reversal. Easton's got 8. Swendable with it right at the key. That'll go to Dietz. Dietz with the shot fake, able to spin. Dietz with the step through, but he traveled with the basketball. Turnover number 6 here on the Grovers. Well, Grove will quickly get back on a bus tomorrow, make their way up to Crookston. Go to UMC Crookston for a date with the Fossen Greyhounds of Minnesota tomorrow. Well, for Central Cass, they'll have 3 games next week, 2 in Castleton, hosting Wahpeton on Tuesday, at Valley City on Friday, then hosting Shiloh in a doubleheader on Saturday. Lorenz on the baseline, teardropper rattling in. Cash Lorenz now with 9. Largest lead of the game here for the Squirrels. Saunders will see this. This goes off the backboard, gets tipped, and it'll be last touched. As Saunders making sure that he's all right. This one will be tipped out, and it will be for Fargo Oak Grove with the basketball. Grovers. This one will go on the cutter. This one up and got it to go for Dietz. Dietz gets in the scoring column here, and for Kyle Cards Club, balanced scoring so far throughout as they're back within 4. Lorenz setting the screen. Zemer will see this, crossing over left to right, skips it to Peterson, back up top to Holland. Holland with the right of the key, 3-pointer, that'll go long. Rebound here to Saunders, his second. Saunders, bounce pass, right-handed side to Zabel. Kai Zabel at the wing, nice crossover, help comes. Zabel with the jumper inside the paint for 2. Zabel now has 6. The Grovers are back within a possession. Holland leaves this to Nelson. Nelson gets fouled, and there will be a Winter foul. Zach will pick up his first, team second, as Ben Nelson heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. 7 players so far in the scoring column here for Kyle Cards Club. Nelson, right-handed free throw attempt is up and in. Squirrels, 9 free throw attempts here tonight. They've made 7 of them. Second one on the right-handed toss by Nelson, rattling out. Rebound comes down to the Grovers. Dietz with the board outlet, the other side. Saunders, bounce pass to Wendable. Wendable back to Saunders here. Saunders trying to somehow hold the basketball. Does. Nice bounce pass, and this one will be a blocking foul as Winter will head to the stripe to shoot his first free throw attempt of the season. This will be Holland, his first, team's third, and 2 free throws here on the way for Winter. 3:05 left to play in a up-and-down style, very reminiscent to earlier in the month between these two teams. Left-handed toss for Winter is good. He's got 3. Second one to try to make it a 1-point contest. Second one is up and it's in. Winter now has 4. Substitution as Winter will check out. Coming in will be Noah Meininger here. And the Squirrels will handle it with Andrew Zemer. Zemer with it, left-handed side to Holland. Holland driving kick to Nelson. Nelson with a couple of dribbles, leaves it right-handed side. Shot fake there by Zemer, not once but twice. Gives it back to Nelson. Here goes a cutting Lorenz, and there's a foul on the floor. Foul will come across, and this will be on Zabel, his first and the team's third here of the quarter. Brody Runk will come back in for Nelson here as the Squirrels lead it by 1. Central Cass, talking with Matt Norman before the game, mentioned, just finding ways to get better at this time of the year. It has to start on the defensive end, whether it's help side defense or just find a way to get in front of the ball. But there's a turnover. That's their second. Saunders with it, leaves it to the baseline. Jumper on the way by Wendable. Got it to go. Carter Wendable's got 4, and Wendable trying to get the steal. And this one will be still in, and eventually the Squirrels will give it up one more time. Left-handed side, this one going up and off the mark by Zabel. Hitting the deck will be out of bounds, and Holland just can't come up with it. Nelson will check back into the game, but talking again with Matt Norman, saying they just got to find ways to defend the ball. As the foul will actually be on Meininger before the ball went out of bounds. So that was the last one that Fargo Oak Grove had to give. And then also Matt said we got to find ways to make teams just feel uncomfortable with our defense. Too many times that they maybe allowed the opposition to play their style of game instead of having the Squirrels defensively kind of put their fingerprint on a certain portion of a basketball game. Holland going behind the back. Holland making his way. Holland to the paint for 2. Easton Holland in double digits now with 10, averaging 14 on the night, on the season. Ball will go to the baseline. Here goes Zabel. Jumper from 13. That'll go long. Rebound here will be on the floor, and eventually Holland trying to save it, but Wendable somehow comes up with it off the window now, and the board here to Keegan Peterson. Peterson gets his 3rd board of the contest. Squirrels, a little weave by Zemer, then throws this one out of bounds on the baseline. Turnover number 4. Something that Kyle Card said, fundamentals were a big teaching point in the last week or two for his club. Rebounding, taking care of the ball, doing the little things right for the Grovers. As now as both of these teams, as we alluded to, you got a full month of February, and then you get ready for March and what that will bring for postseason hoops. Koenig will see this ripping it through by Peterson. Now to Zabel at the right wing. There's Zabel. Gives it back up top to Saunders. Saunders taking a screen, looking for it on the interior, and there's a foul. Lorenz and Zemer were there. Foul will be on Cash. That'll be his second and the team's 4. So 2 on Runk, 2 on Cash Lorenz. As Zane Blix will check in here for Cash with 1:23 left to play here in the first half. Grovers to inbound it as they do to Dietz. Dietz here at the top, and there's going to be a foul on the floor by Nelson. Ben will pick up his first, team's 5th, and we'll see a bonus free throw opportunity upcoming. As a foul will be allowing the Grovers to head to the free throw line. Dietz, 8 of 14 from the stripe so far this season. Has a chance to tie this one up here in the second quarter. Free throw is good. First tie since it was 19 apiece at the 6:07 mark. Another substitution is Cole Boer, the 5'11 freshman guard, will come in as Keegan Peterson will check out. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way here for the Grovers with Dietz to try to regain the advantage here late in the second. This one will be off the iron, rebound to Easton Holland. Zemer will see this right wing handed off now to Blix. Blix crossing over. Blix gives this one up top to Boer, back to Zane. Blix to Holland here. Holland right to the key. 3-pointer coming for Easton. That'll be off the mark. Rebound to Dietz, his 5th of the game. Dietz will see this. Gives it left inside to Zabel on the interior. Shot fake throwing this one up and in for 2. Will Olsen used the shot fake, played through some contact. Now the Grovers lead it by 2. Squirrels going behind the back with Holland. Leave it right-handed side. 3-pointer for Boer. This one will go long, and Eventually it'll be on the deck. Good hustle by Nelson to save it to Peterson. Here's a three for Zemer, excuse me. Zemer can't get it, but a board on the way here for Zane Blix. Back to the right-handed side, and the Squirrels can now hold for the final shot of the half. Grover's commit a foul. Would be 2 free throws here for Central Cass. Holland right-handed side with it. Holland will give this one on a bounce pass, and it'll be last touch, and ball out of bounds will be with Kai Zabel. As Lorenz and Runk will check in, the Grovers will also make a substitution with Zach Winter. So for Matt Norman, this defense to offense substitution here late in the first half, trying to get a quality look one more time from the Squirrels' perspective. Zemer hands this one off to Lorenz. Lorenz taking a couple of screens. Lorenz making his way to the baseline. Lorenz back up top. Boer open, top of the key three-pointer rattling out. Ball gets tipped, and we'll have a foul with 0.3 seconds left in the quarter with Brody Runkin. We'll see 2 free throws coming here for Oak Grove. Tough one as Brody was trying just to tip the basketball out with where the time was in the quarter and see if he can get that tip out to possibly a shooter. But what it does now is put Zabel to the free throw line to shoot 2. Kai, a 65% free throw shooter here on the season. So tough one from the Squirrels' point of view, especially if Zabel can even hit one of these as he does here now with 7. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming. Second one on the way here for Zabel with 0.3 is good. Now with 8. Squirrels will inbound it. Ball's going to get tipped by Winter, and that's how we'll end our second quarter of play. A 19-point quarter for Fargo Oak Grove, while for the Central Cass Squirrels, a pair of 16-point quarters here in the first and the second. At the half, Grovers lead it by 4 on the Bank North scoreboard. Halftime show is coming up next, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartments. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
On our First Class Mortgage halftime show, Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you here as we take a look at the first half numbers. First Class Mortgage, locally owned and operated. More than just the company name, it's the way they do business, whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. That again is firstclasscorp.com. Oak Grove, 17 points in the first quarter, 19 points in the second. One more time for the Squirrels, a pair of 16-point quarters. Grovers, 8 players in the scoring column. They've gone 5 of 8 from the free throw line. 1 3-pointer, 17 rebounds, 6 turnovers here for Fargo Oak Grove. For the Central Cass Squirrels, 6 players scoring, 7 of 10 from the stripe with 3 made threes, 21 rebounds, 4 turnovers here for Central Cass. Individually, Oak Grove led by the 10 points and 4 rebounds for Noah Meidinger. 8 points for Kai Zabel, 2 of 2 from the line. 4 points, 2 boards for Carter Wendable. 4 points here for Zach Winter off the bench. 3 points for Aiden Saunders, a 3-pointer back in the first quarter. 3 points for Jack Dietz with 5 rebounds. 2 points here for Will Olson and 2 points for Grayson Doctor. Again, the Grovers, 18 coming combined between Meidinger and Zabel, with Noah Meidinger having 10 points. Central Cass paced by the 10 points of Easton Holland. Holland is 4 of 6 from the stripe of 4 rebounds. 9 points for Cash Lorenz with a made 3. 5 points on the way for Keegan Peterson, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Brody Runk, 3 points, 3 boards for Andrew Zemer, and a point here for Ben Nelson, 1 of 2 from the line. Zane Blix with 5 rebounds here on the way for the Central Cass Squirrels. Squirrels led by the 10 points of Easton Holland. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, take a look here out of town scoreboard and what's to come for both Central Cass and alongside Oak Grove. This is our First Class Mortgage halftime show.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street at I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
Transform your space with premium painting, whether you're looking to remodel an existing space or add new construction from residential, commercial, and industrial. Premium Painting's team of experts delivers top-notch quality and attention to detail, on time and on budget. Premium Painting offers services from drywall, wall coverings, millwork, and painting. For a free estimate, contact Forrest Tritle at paintfargo.com or call 701-200-2797.
As we come back here at the half, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage, let's take a look at some other scores that have gone final here tonight across the state of North Dakota. Earlier this evening on yourliveevent.com, a couple of good ones. Carrington went to overtime and topped Northern Cass by 1, 66-55. The Carrington Cardinals, again, winners by 1, 66-65 over Northern Cass in boys basketball. Fifth-ranked Thompson picks up a Region 2 win over Four Winds Minnewacan, 69-47 tonight on yourliveevent.com. And number 1 Kindred makes their way out to Central North Dakota and Coal Miner Country against Beulah. Vikings come away with a road victory, 84-61. That again final in boys basketball. From there, Devils Lake defeats Grand Forks Central tonight. The number 2 ranked team in A defeats the EDC opponent of AA of Grand Forks Central, 62-49. Again, that's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, and that does it for our halftime show. Brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. Grovers led by the 10 points of Noah Meidinger. while the Central Cass Squirrels led by the 10 points of Easton Holland. For more information on First Class Mortgage, go to firstclasscorp.com. They got the first-class knowledge and the first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, check out First Class Mortgage in Fargo. Second half action is next here at Oak Grove.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
From routine checkups to advanced treatments such as same-day crowns and implants, Southview Dental Care offers personalized care that fits your needs. They are there when you need them most, offering emergency examinations with same-day treatment in most cases. Have a cold sore or canker sore? Southview Dental Care provides laser treatments to address these painful conditions. Schedule your next dental appointment at southviewdentalcare.com. Southview Dental Care in Moorhead is your dental home.
Hi, we're Tommy's Express. Scan the QR code for a fast pass to a free month of washing. Our modern car wash offers a bright, open environment and a low-stress conveyor belt entry. Our signature scent, ceramic body wax, spot-free rinse, and heated blowers give you the best shine in town. Check out the wash for yourself. Washing your car is easy, fast, and fun. Visit Tommy's Express today.
As we get you ready for second half action here, Fargo Oak Grove trying to get to 2-5 in Region 1 play with a home victory, while the Central Cass Squirrels trying to return the favor of what the Grovers did to them in Castleton earlier this month, trying to get to 2-3 in the region with a victory. Reminder, go to yourliveevent.com and check out our complete schedule of games. We'll have the District 1 girls basketball tournament in 2 weeks from Valley City State University. We'll have the girls state basketball qualifiers from Mayville State in March the 1st. We'll have audio-only coverage of the Region 1 boys basketball tournament, video for Region 2. That's just North Dakota, not to mention what we got you covered in Minnesota. February Frenzy, one of the better times of the year when it comes to prep sports, because everybody's doing something, either find their way to try to get to state or trying to make themselves a little bit better before you get to that region or district tournament. Ball gets kicked as we'll start the second half here with Zemer. You also have Ronk Lorenz alongside with Peterson and Holland, the original starting five here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Grover's little 1-3-1 half-court trap. Lorenz top of the key from the parking lot. That will rattle in and out, no good. Rebound will get tipped out, last touch here by Zabel, and it will be Central Cass with the basketball. Meininger alongside with Dietz on the floor. Saunders, Wendable, and Zabel, the original starting five here for Kyle Card's club. Ball gets inbounded here as the Squirrels able to get this one to Holland, and it goes to Cash. Lorenz will see this, and Lorenz throwing it up, and he will lose it, and it will be Oak Grove with the basketball. So Kyle Card, after the timeout, goes a little 1-3-1 for the Central Cass Squirrels. They will stay a little man pressure defense here to begin this second half. Up and over to Meininger, leaves it to Wendable. Wendable driving, kick now to Dietz. Dietz with a couple of dribbles, able to spin. Dietz muscling his way inside the paint, shot no. Rebound on the interior, out of play, and it will be Central Cass with the basketball. First time these two teams played, it took to get to 80 points for Fargo Oak Grove in the 81-76 win. Might it take 80 again tonight? Holland, couple of dribbles, down the paint, right-handed shot will rattle out, rebound to Runk. He can't finish, and the board will go the other side of the floor, and we'll see a foul on Lorenz. It'll be his third as Zabel will head to the free throw line. It's been that kind of night if you're Central Cass at particular portions of this game where you get good looks. The ball just won't go through the cylinder for about 2 or 3 minutes, and now all of a sudden you'll see Zabel heading to the line where the Grovers are 5 of 8 so far here tonight. Zabel free throw is up and in now with 9, trying to join Meidinger in double digits here for the Grovers. This is their largest lead of the game. Free throw attempt number 2 is rattling in. So Oak Grove up 6 right now, minute into this third quarter on the Bank North scoreboard. Holland driving kick to Lorenz. Lorenz on this weaving action to Runk. Back to Holland here. Easton taking a couple of dribbles, going to drive. Easton off the window. Can't get it. And a board here for Aiden Saunders, his third. Saunders at the wing, leaves it to Wendable. Wendable on the interior, gets the ball back here. Good hustle by Holland to get on the floor, but it ends up in Saunders' hands as the Grovers set up the offense. Saunders taking the screen. There comes the hedge. Double by Peterson. Now to Zabel. Zabel crossing over right to left. Bounce pass left-handed side. Wendable left pocket 3. That'll go long. Rebound tapped down the hands of Keegan Peterson. That's his 4th. Peterson up the floor. Here goes Runk with a right-handed scoop shot. No, it's loose on the inside by Holland. He throws it up, can't get it. Holland with another crack at it, and finally the ball goes through the cylinder if you're a Squirrel fan. 12.6 rebounds here for Easton Holland. Other side, right-handed layup, can't get it to go for Saunders. The rebound to Brody Runk, his 3rd. Runk nearly lost it. Squirrels left-handed side now to Lorenz. Lorenz with it. Right wing to Zemer here. Zemer with it. Bounce pass. Nice find to Runk for 2. Oh, what a honey of a find by the freshman guard in Zemer. Runk has 6 points. Squirrels back within 2. Oak Grove with Dietz on the inside, and this will be a traveling violation. Going back to that nice little bounce pass, though, what a find by Zemer right on cue to Brody Runk on that baseline cut. And the Squirrels are back within 2. Neither team has had a double-digit lead here tonight. It's been tight the entire way, and going right to the paint is Keegan Peterson. Peterson now with 7, and we're tied at 38. First tie since it was 32 up. Ball will go here at the top to Dietz. Dietz at the free throw line, leaves it to Saunders. Saunders crossing over right to left and left to right. Good D by Lorenz. Now to Dietz. Dietz with a couple of dribbles here, able to spin. Nice spin move by Dietz off the front iron. Rebound coming to Dietz yet again. Finishes for 2. Dietz now with 5 points and 6 rebounds, and the Grovers have regained the advantage. The first field goal for Oak Grove coming just under the 5-minute mark here of the third quarter. Lorenz, right-handed scoop, and gets it to go. Cash Lorenz now with 11. And first field goal of the third quarter for the Grovers on the last possession. Meininger, block shot by Holland. Here goes Seamer up the floor to Lorenz. Lorenz bounce pass across the paint to Runk, kick to Peterson. Peterson at the wing inside, nice find to Holland for 2. Good ball movement, Easton Holland has 14. Saunders, baseline, 3-point answer. This will be off the rim, nearly tipped back in. Meininger, put back, got it to go. And a timeout on the floor. 12.7 rebounds for Meininger, 42 all, just over 4 minutes to play here in the third.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton, or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
On the Bank North scoreboard, Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations. See what values-based banking can do for you at Bank North. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. For more information, go to banknorth.bank. That again is banknorth.bank. 42 all here. 10 points in the quarter for Central Cass. 6 on the way for the Grovers. After the timeout by Kyle Card, they will have 3 remaining. Central Cass with Peterson at the baseline, double. Here it comes on the interior, nice find on the inside. Slip pass goes right wing. Here's Zemer with the step, left-handed shot, no, rattling off the iron. Ball is deflected, and Zemer will come up with it, his 4th board. Zemer then gets doubled on a timeout here for Matt Norman to save the possession. 3:43 left to play midway through the third. Matt Norman saves the possession. We'll break with him on your live event.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has brought in to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Time on the floor, brought to you in part by Southview Dental, your dental care home in Moorhead. For more information, go to southviewdentalcare.com. So first time out for Matt Norman, they'll have 4 remaining. After the timeout by Kyle Card just seconds ago, they came out and did a full court trapping defense. And finally got the Squirrels to take a quick timeout. Here comes a quick trap coming away again for the Grovers. With it up top, that's Haug. Haug will step into a 3. This one off the iron, rebound to Meidinger, his 8th of the game. Meidinger at the right wing, bounce pass now to Zabel. Zabel with it between the circles. Zabel crossing over right to left, leaves it to Koenig. Carter, right-handed side. This one goes at the wing with Meidinger. Meidinger pass now to Zabel, taking the screen. Zabel looking for Meidinger. Here comes the double, and ripping it away is Lucas Christensen. Christensen trying to beat everybody down the floor for 2. Lucas Christensen says, give me that thing, and finishes for 2. Here's a steal. Here goes Holland. Holland with it on the baseline, and he's going to hit the deck, and we got a foul. So Easton Holland will see this and head to the free throw line after Dietz was trying to come up with the charge. And then Holland hit the deck, and he got hit a little bit there by Meidinger, who picks the foul. That'll be his 3rd and the team's 1st of the quarter, and Holland heading back to the free throw line. Easton has shot a free throw attempt in every quarter with a game-high 15 points right now here for the sophomore forward. Meidinger will check out. Zabel will check out as well, as Grayson Doctor will come in. Wendable on the floor with Olsen, Dietz, and Koenig here now for the Grovers. Holland free throw attempt number 2 is in. Easton 6 points in the quarter, and the Central Cass Squirrels lead it by 4. Right-handed side, Carter Koenig at the wing. Koenig looking for it, uses up that dribble here, able to spin, high post touch. That'll go to Olsen. Olsen trying to back down his defender, now to Wendable. Wendable with it between the circles, able to spin. Wendable at the right wing, right-handed side, now to Doctor. Doctor with it. Jumper from 16 for Doctor will get the shooter's roll. Defender hits the deck. Doctor got the most out of it. We'll get a little clearance, and the Squirrels now lead is trimmed to 2. With it is Zemer. Zemer probing, looking, spinning. Now to Holland. Holland will step into a left wing 3! Splash City! Easton Holland now with 19 on the night. 49-44, and if Easton hits a couple of those throughout the course of the game, just makes him ever more dangerous for the lefty. Also because his ability to cut and drive to the paint. Here goes up top, Carter Koenig. Koenig rising from 22. That'll graze the front iron. Holland now with his 7th rebound as he gives this one to Zemer. Zemer with it. Left-handed side, here goes Haug. Haug on the baseline, going to drive off the window. Good for 2. Jackson Haug with points off the bench here for the Squirrels. They lead it by 7. Wendable goes behind the back to the baseline now at the wing. Oak Grove on the interior now to Olsen. Olsen with the driving kick to Dietz. Dietz taking a dribble, hanging, teardropper shot, no. Rebound here out in the hands of Christensen. As Zemer will set up the offense as the Squirrels, since it was tied at 42 on a little 9-2 run. Oh, what a move by Zemer, and he finishes for 2. How do you do for the freshman guard? Right wing, Dietz on the baseline. Dietz will see this on the short corner, gets walled off as the Grovers will handle it at the top to Doctor. Jumper from 16. It was halfway down and rattled out, and another board by Christensen. And all of a sudden you look up, the Squirrels another made field goal, trying to get up by double digits. Left pocket 3, off the front iron, ball deflected. This would be to Wendable, his 3rd. Wendable to Dietz. Dietz with a hard dribble down the paint. Finger roll layup for 2. Dietz now with 7. Much needed field goal from the Grover perspective. Now can they get a stop? Holland, jumper, 12-footer, yes. Easton Holland in the zone with 21. Grovers with Wendable. Wendable with the pass to Dietz here. Dietz at the right wing. Dietz able to spin. Holland was there, and we'll see a foul. This one will go on Easton. That'll be his second, team's first of the quarter here for Central Cass, as Fargo Oak Grove with Zach Winter will check into the contest now for the Grovers. Carter Wendable here on the baseline to inbound the basketball for Oak Grove, as they're able to do so on the inside. Grovers get it for two here with Olsen. Central Cass was Zane Blix. Blix, not a Holland. Holland with it, taking the dribble. Holland on a driving kick. Here goes Zemer. Zemer dribble, pullback, 17-footer. Got it! Zemer with 7. Wendable to try to beat the horn. This one will go off the mark, and that's how we'll end the quarter, as the Central Cass Squirrels put a 25 spot up in the third. 25 points in the third quarter and take a 9-point lead going into the fourth here on your live event.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Make sure you stay tuned with us. Once we get to our post-game show, we'll get to our player of the game. We'll hear from the victorious player, that and more, and take a look at the final numbers here in this one. Central Cass again with 25 points in the third quarter. They were paced by the 21 of Easton Holland so far in the game. Lorenz also in double digits with 11. Grover's led with a 12 of Meininger and a 10 for Kai Zabel. Oak Grove at the high post. With it on the baseline is Olsen, able to skip it by Meininger. Now to Doctor. Doctor taking a couple of dribbles here in a pit pocket steal, or is it still loose? Eventually on the deck, and we'll see an over and back. Or we get the timeout. Timeout with Matt Norman after the good hustle on the play here for Central Cass. It's a quick 30 when they timeout. We'll keep it here with 7:42 left to play in quarter number 4. Timeout again brought to you in part by Southview Dental, your dental care home in Moorhead. Go to southviewdentalcare.com. Grover, 17 points in the first quarter, 19 in the second, 12 in the third. Well, for the Squirrels, 16 points in both the first and second quarters and 25 in quarter number 3 in a contest that is 57, now 58 minutes old here today in downtown Fargo. Also going on, Hankinson at Tri-State. Hankinson was well in control in the third quarter, and Hankinson in Sargent County. And he also got Tri-State at Maple River, also still going on tonight here on your live event. Blix on the spin. Blix with the step to Nelson, left baseline, triple! Splash City. Ben Nelson with some points from beyond the arc. He's got 4. Saunders, right wing Squirrels with their largest lead of the game. With it on the interior, Nelson's going to come away with a steal after Olsen couldn't handle it, as they see this one now for the Squirrels. Cash Lorenz, nice little hesitation. Lorenz throwing it up, and Cash gets fouled, as Lorenz will have the free throw attempts. Foul will come across here on the Grovers. This will be on Olsen, his third and the team's first of the fourth quarter. And right now, if you're the Grovers, got to find a way to stem the tide a little bit here. So they will say that there was a 2-point basket instead of a 3 for Ben Nelson. So they will go from the 60 to 59 as we see it here on the Bank North scoreboard. But Lorenz will enter the free throw line. As we were alluding to earlier, if you're a Grover, all about find a way to stop the run of what Central Cass has been doing right now. You can feel the momentum just slowly but surely going on the Squirrels side. Whether it's a couple defensive stops in a row, a made three, something to go your way from Oak Grove, because right now the Squirrels are definitely in a rhythm currently as we start this fourth quarter. Saunders three, that'll go long. Rebound tapped on the interior to Meininger, and that'll help. Meininger with an and one. 14 points, 9 rebounds for Meininger. Maybe that's the shot of the arm, again, from the Oak Grove perspective. Foul come across. This will be on Nelson, his second, team's first of the quarter. And then we got a little scraping, some blood here for Meininger. So Meininger will have to get checked out. Here with 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter and get a little bit of tape on there. See if he's doing all right. Earlier tonight, the Kinder Vikings went on the road, picked up a win at Beulah. Also tonight, for a Region 1 versus Region 1 contest, you have Lisbon going down to Wahpeton this evening for boys basketball as well. And Wahpeton picks up the win by 20 tonight in a little bit of a rock fight, 50-30. Huskies pick up the win again, 50-30. So in doing so, Wahpeton will improve to now 4-2 on the season. Lisbon will drop to now 2-4. Northern Cass lost in overtime against Carrington, 66-55. And also tonight on YourLiveEvent.com, Thompson with a 69-47 win, as Wendable will check in, and they're going to make a quick little pit stop, if you will, for Noah Meininger. Probably going to change jerseys with that blood, so he will not get a chance to get the free throw opportunity. But Carter Wendable well here, as Wendable will head to the free throw line. Wendable, right-handed toss is off the front iron. Rebound will be coming down and into the Grover hands of Winter. Now up top to Saunders, right wing to Olsen. Olsen to the right-handed side to Wendable. Wendable going to drive, leave it. Now to Zabel. Zabel, and we'll have a foul on the way. This will be on the floor as Blix was coming out to help. Foul will come across. And this one will be on Zane, his first, the team's second of the fourth quarter. As you'll see, wearing a new number going forward will be Meininger from 23. He'll go to 32 with that blood on the jersey again, so you get a quick little new number next time he checks back in a lineup. Right-hand side on a give and go as they go on the wing. This one will go to Olsen, hand it off now to Zabel. Kai at the top of the key. Squirrels in the man pressure defense as they've been all evening. Bounce pass will go right-handed side. Olsen probing at the high post, leaving it left-handed side, ripping it through his Winter, and this one will be loose for a second. Back to Zabel now at the top of the key. Nice move by Zabel to get to the paint. No. Rebound gets tapped out. Olsen with the dribble. Olsen gets fouled, and Olsen will head to the line. 4 points, a couple rebounds for Olsen. Foul coming across here on the Squirrels. This will be on Nelson, his third and the team's third. So Central Cass only with one more foul to give before it's the bonus from here on out for the remainder of the game for Oak Grove. As that's some more blood on the floor right now, so they will have to clean that up on top of it. Almost feel like we're in a wrestling duel right now. Blood time on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. The only difference in wrestling, you get 5 minutes and then the time goes. Here in basketball, there's no, so to speak, time limit. You just got to make sure everything is kosher from the floor to the arms to the jerseys to wherever it might be. So 6:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Free throw opportunity here for Olsen upcoming, as he'll be shooting two. It's 57-48 after the third. As the crowd comes to a hush, free throw attempt is good. Olsen now with 5. Substitution in the game, Lucas Christensen. Free throw attempt number 2 here for the Grovers. Nearing their season average of 56 points per game. This one will rattle out. Runk gets the rebound. That'll be his 4th. Squirrels averaging 58 points per contest have surpassed that so far here in this fourth quarter. Double team coming. The pass is going to be stolen away by Saunders. Saunders with it off the side of the backboard. Can't get it. Rebound coming down to Zane Blix as bodies are hitting the floor. This one goes up and over on the pass. Haug, left baseline three-pointer. That'll graze the front iron. Raymond to Christensen, his fourth board of the game. Zane Blix with it back up top, and they will set up an offensive setup by 10. With it on the baseline to Haug. Haug gives it up top to Runk. Runk with it. Step through, and this one will throw up, and Runk will throw it in. Brody Runk has scored a field goal in every quarter. He's got 8. Saunders, top of the key, left-handed side to Zabel. Zabel taking the ball screen here, right of the key. As the Grovers crossing over right to left as Zabel gets walled off there to the high post. Olsen spin his way on the baseline. Olsen, backdoor cut to Wendable. Oh, what a honey of a find across the paint for 2 to Olsen. Make that Dietz, Winter, able to finish for 2 points. He's got 6. Brody Runk, top of the key. Runk will see this on the baseline. Able to spin. Shot is up off the mark. A rebound coming out here to Winter up the floor on the outlet. Right-handed layup for 2. Aiden Saunders now with 5. And the Grovers are back within single digits. Lorenz will see this in a timeout here for Matt Norman with 4:46 left to go in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor. Squirrels with the ball when we return.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
63-55 here in this high school basketball game. A couple of old Class B Region 1 rivals now in their second season here in Division A Region 1 boys basketball. The Kinder Vikings are in control of their own destiny here in Region 1 alongside with Northern Cass as they're both undefeated. The Jags have just played 2 region games at 2-0 so far this season, while the Vikings are 4-0 here in the region. Wahpeton improved to 4-2 with the win tonight against the Lisbon Broncos. Valley City's 1-1. Lisbon 2-4, and someone else is going to pick up their second win of the region here tonight with either Central Cass or the Grovers. Runk, Holland, high post touch. Holland double, not a Zemer. Matt Norman will have 2 timeouts remaining for the rest of this game. All for Kyle Carter, he's got 3. This one coming across, here goes Holland. Holland spinning inside the paint, shot up and in. Easton Holland now with 23 on the night. Right-handed side for the Grovers goes Zabel. Kai Zabel. We'll see this at the Grover emblem. Left-handed side to Saunders. Here comes the screen. Coming out and stealing it is Brody Runk. Runk with the basketball. Right-handed finger roll layup for 2. You come out and hedge, you get the steal and the score. Brody Runk now with 10. Right wing goes to Kai Zabel. Zabel with it. Jumper from 16. Rattling in. Zabel's got 12. Now from the Grover perspective, it's about getting stops and seeing how many more possessions you can get in this game. If you're the Squirrels, you don't need to be in a rush by any means, but a 3 would help. Lorenz shot no. Rebound comes down to Zemer, his 5th. This one goes back to Lorenz, and there's a foul as Cash will head to the free throw line. Foul looks to be on Aiden Saunders. This would be the second one of the quarter, and it is on Aiden, his first, as Cash will head to the stripe with 13 points, trying to get to a season average of 14 with at least a splitting of this pair. Lorenz free throw attempt is up and in. Now with 14 points, 3 of 3 from the stripe, as you'll see Noah Meininger returning to the game alongside with Carter Koenig here for the Grovers. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Cash. And Cash now with 15 on the night. 3 players in double digits for Matt Norman's club this evening. Here's a jumper from Meidinger from the free throw line is short. Raymond coming down to Easton Holland, his 8th board of the game. Cash Lorenz, double team by the Grovers. We'll give it now to Zemer as the Grovers trying to chase the game a little bit here. Down by 12. Holland goes behind the back, gives it now up top to Runk. Runk with the basketball. Runk ripping it through. Runk looking back door. Here goes Peterson. Peterson with it on the find to Holland. Easton gives it back to the wing to Peterson. Now to Zemer. Zemer's going to drive. This shot is going to be off the mark. Rebound comes down to Olsen as they're pushing to Saunders. Saunders right wing transition. Three-pointer long. Ball gets deflected out to Brody Runk. Runk with his fifth board and smartly tries to slow it down here. Back to Cash Lorenz. Lorenz at the top right-handed side. This one will go to Zemer. Back to Holland. Holland driving kick to Peterson. Peterson with it on the skip. Extra find to Runk. Right baseline. Triple! Nothing but the bottom of the net. Brody Runk with a baker's dozen tonight here in scoring. Koenig to Wendable. Gives it to Meininger. Carter Koenig three-pointer. This one unable to get the shooter's roll as Holland gets his ninth board and the ball goes out of play. 2:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter as the Central Cass Squirrels 4 points away from matching their season high of the season. Lead it by 15. Oak Grove again, full court pressure defense. Peterson will see this and we'll see a turnover. Wendable gives this one now to Saunders, right-handed layup for two. Saunders now has 7 after the 7th turnover of the game for Central Cass. Now to Brody Runk. The Grover fans wanted to say that it went out of bounds on the bottom of the backboard there, that it grazed the out of bounds, but they will continue to play. Ball will go right-handed side to Peterson as it goes now to Lorenz. Lorenz, we'll see this in the backcourt, deflected. Good hustle defensively by Wendable to get on the ground. The shot clock will be at 16 seconds, and we'll have a timeout here for Matt Norman. 1:48 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Squirrels with the ball when we return.
The Grover Athletic Club's Winter Classic is back. Get your team together, hit the court, and show off your skills. Calling all 3rd through 6th grade teams, this is your chance to compete on a full-size court and play like the pros. Every team gets at least 3 games. When the dust settles, a champion will be crowned. Spots are filling up fast, so don't miss your shot. Sign up today for just $200 a team and take your game to the next level. Join the excitement of the Grover Athletic Club Winter Classic in 2025. Visit GroverAthleticClub.com to register now. The Winter Classic, where legends are made and champions rise.
High school basketball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. The Central Cass Squirrels a minute 48 away on the Bank North scoreboard from trying to pick up their second Region 1 win of the season here. As Central Cass, if they can hold on, would improve to 4-8 on the year, 2-3 in Region 1 play, and they got a date with the Huskies of Wahpeton on Tuesday night in Castleton. Well, for the Grovers, they're back in action in earnest with a couple of contests of the non-region variety tomorrow in Crookston going up against the Foston Greyhounds. Then on Tuesday, they make their way up to Thompson on YourLiveEvent.com before returning to Region 1 play on February the 7th in Kindred against the number 1 team in Division A basketball, also on YourLiveEvent.com. Brody Runk will see this as he's able to give this one to Lorenz. Lorenz up the floor now to Zemer. Here's the double. Lorenz will handle it now. Lorenz with a couple of dribbles, able to give it to Brody Runk. Runk with it on the skip pass to Zemer. Short corner. This one to Haug, now to Holland. Holland with the jumper on the way. And Easton Holland with the cherry on top. He's got 25. Right wing, not as Zabel. Zabel with the cross. Zabel, couple of dribbles here on the baseline, driving kick. This one will go to Dietz. Dietz with a jumper right wing, rattling out. Rebound is Runk and Holland. Didn't realize that both are wearing the color red, so to speak, thinking it was the other. Easton Holland looking for another board for his double-double. Brody Runk has 5 points on the night. As you will see the the inbounds coming here. Saunders at the left. Saunders at the left wing, gives it back up top to Zabel. Zabel back to Saunders. Saunders with a couple of dribbles, goes behind the back. Probing, 22 seconds on the shot clock. This one to Dietz, now right-handed side to Zabel. Zabel with it, double, comes across, and Holland gets a steal. Easton Holland with it. Holland with the right-handed layup for 2. Holland with 27 on the night. Saunders at the right wing. He'll rise. Three-pointer, got it. And then Saunders went to 3. He's got 7 in the quarter, 10 in the game. And with 37 seconds, we'll keep it here. Central Cass, 76-62. 76-62. Central Cass with the advantage here on YourLiveEvent.com. So the Squirrels are going to snap a 3-game losing streak and pick up the victory. Well, for the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers, their losing streak will go to 8 in a row here with 37 seconds left to play in this fourth quarter. These two teams will be back at it again on Monday, but it will be the girls who will take center stage. Same time, same place, Monday night as we get you ready for the first full week of February. And again, we'll be on Monday here on YourLiveEvent.com. Come on out to the broadcast if you're unable to make it. Again, we'll have it for you here across our Your Live Event network. 14-point advantage here for the Grovers, for the Squirrels, as the Grovers are the full court pressure defense. Andrew Ziemer asking the official that he can use the baseline to his advantage if he doesn't have to stand, but regardless, gets the ball in quickly. Now throws it up the floor to Runk after finding Jackson Haug, and we'll see a foul here from Oak Grove. Foul will be on Aiden Saunders. It'll be his second, the team's third. As we'll see this here for Brody Runk at the scorer's table to inbound it, as he's able to do so. Ziemer with it, gives it to Runk, nearly a turnover. Runk on the skip to Ziemer here. Ziemer gets doubled. Ziemer to the high post. Nice flash by Jackson Haug. Now to Runk, and there's going to be a foul here on Oak Grove. That'll be with Kai Zabel. His second, the team's fourth, with 16 and a half seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Central Cass again with Ziemer. Leaves this, as that'll go to Runk. And all that Central Cass needs to do is hold on to the basketball, and the Squirrels will improve to 4-8 on the season, while the Grovers drop to 2-11. Central Cass led by the 27 of Easton Holland, while for the Grovers led by the 14 and a 9 rebounds of Noah Meininger. Again, your final here today on the Bank North scoreboard, 72-76-62. Central Cass picks up the victory. Stay tuned with us for our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Take a look at the final numbers here from the victorious team. That and more still to come here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes to bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. Agassiz Precision Ag, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we come back on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, Tommy's Express Car Wash, love your ride at your locally owned Tommy's Express. Sign up in the app for your first month of unlimited washing and make Tommy's Express Car Wash your spot to clean off winter's salt, sand, and slush. Tommy's Express with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. As we take a look at the final numbers here tonight, the difference in this one, the third quarter, we'll get to that in a moment. But the Central Cass Squirrels, 8 players in the scoring column. They go 13 of 16 from the free throw line with 5 made threes and 7 turnovers here for Central Cass. While for the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers, 8 players in the scoring column tonight, 8 of 13 from the stripe, 2 threes with 12 turnovers. The Squirrels individually led by Easton Holland with 27 on the night. Easton also goes 6 of 8 from the free throw line with 9 rebounds. Here for the sophomore, Holland again with 27. 15 points for Cash Lorenz, who hits a 3-pointer in the first quarter, goes 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Cash Lorenz again with 15 points. Brody Runk on the evening with 13 with a made 3 as well. From there, the 7 points of Andrew Ziemer. Keegan Peterson had 7 points. You had Ben Nelson with 3 points on the way, 2 points for Jackson Haug, and Lucas Christensen with 2 points as well. Again, the Central Cass Squirrels led by the 27 of Holland and the 15 on the way there for Cash Lorenz. As for the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers, paced by the 14 points of Noah Meininger with 9 rebounds. You had 12 points on the way for Kai Zabel, 10 for Aiden Saunders. Also 7 points for Dietz, 6 on the way for Winter. 5 points for Olson, 4 points for Grayson Doctor, and 4 points for Carter Wendable. Grover's again led by the 14 of Noah Meidinger. We'll continue on our Tommy's Express Car Wash show and hear from our player of the game. That again is Easton Holland and the head coach Matt Norman of Central Cass next here in Fargo.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
When it comes to keeping your home comfortable, Bears Home Solutions has all your needs covered. From expert heating and cooling services to top-notch plumbing and fireplace installations, their team ensures your home stays cozy year-round. Trust their experienced professionals to handle it all efficiently, affordably, and with a smile. Ready to upgrade? Call Bears Home Solutions at 701-365-0365 or check them out on Facebook. Bears Home Solutions, where comfort meets excellence. As we come back here, part of our post-game conversation brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency. Joining us is our player of the game here. That again is Easton Holland, 27 points, 9 rebounds on the night. Easton, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
First and foremost, obviously nice to pick up a region victory on the road, get to 2-3. What did you see from your team out of the half, trailing it by 4 to have a 25-12 third-point quarter there, Easton?
Big thing was rebounds. Lucas Christensen, he's getting a lot of rebounds for us, and we started moving the ball more, and that's the key to win.
Able to have Lucas get about 3 of those rebounds there in the quarter. Able to see Ben Nelson also hit a deep two-pointer they called in the fourth. You had some bench players come up in different roles tonight. How fun was that to see, obviously, see those 6th, 7th, and 8th guys off the bench, get into the situation like they were tonight?
Yeah, it's really fun. Ben's a good shooter. We worked on not being on the line in practice, but, it's how it is sometimes.
Take us through what Brody Runk just kind of means. I saw the T-shirts that you had tonight with everything. Just kind of take us through what he just kind of means as a senior leader.
He's a great leader for us. We got a lot of young guys, so him just being there and knowing what to do, since he's been here for the last 4 years, it's a lot to us.
I know you've been close the last couple of games, right? With Kindred, with Lisbon, it was right there. What was different here tonight to find a way to close out a road victory? What do you think was a difference maker in this one, Easton?
Definitely moving the ball. Zim was moving the ball. I was moving the ball. Cash was moving the ball. We were all moving the ball.
Final thing for me before we let you go, Tuesday you get back on the docket again with Wahpeton, another Region 1 game, then with Valley City as well. Biggest thing going forward from this game is what, as you turn the calendar over to February for the final month of the regular season?
We got to just continue to lock in on both sides of the ball, and we need to continue to shoot.
Hey, Easton, congratulations on the win, and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
That again, Easton Holland with us here on our post-game show. We'll take a quick break and hear from the head coach of the Squirrels, Matt Norman. That is next.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. As we continue here in our post-game conversation, this interview brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency. Join us as the head coach. That is Matt Norman for Central Cass. Let's talk about Easton first and foremost. He was getting a lot of cuts to the paint early in the first quarter, first half, that maybe the ball was just rattling out of the cylinder, but all of a sudden he got going in that third quarter. What did you just kind of see from Easton where he finished with 11 of his 27 in that third quarter of play?
Yeah, we talked at half, and, we felt that we did a good job gaining an advantage at times, and the ball just wasn't falling for us. And then we got a little frustrated, and we started passing up, better opportunities. We got a little one-pass shoddy, and so we just challenged the boys, and Easton met that challenge head on. He's finishing through some contact, taking some really contested looks, and he also did a nice job sharing the ball too. And so it's the the notion that we can pass up a good shot for a great shot. That we need that because we're not a very long team.
Able to outscore Oak Grove 25-12 in the third quarter. You never then, once you got the lead, ever gave it back to the Grovers. What was the difference in that 8 minutes of play, then maybe what was the difference in the first 2 quarters of play, Matt?
It was just efficiency. I thought we did a decent job defending all night, but Oak Grove does a great job. I mean, they can score in bunches, and Coach Card has done a fantastic job of putting his guys in spots. And so we had to make sure that we kind of ride our emotions a little bit and control what we can. We're going to have some times where we miss some shots, but then we have to turn that missed opportunity into another opportunity on defense. We kept some of their shooters to tough looks, which was our huge challenge to the boys going in, and so I'm very proud of how they responded.
The one thing about this was bench play too. I mean, Zane Blix comes in, he gets rebounds. Lucas Christensen comes in, he gets rebounds. Able to use Jackson Howell control the ball, get a field goal. Ben Nelson will have to double check if it was a 3 or wasn't a 3. It was awfully close from 19-9.
Yeah.
But it seemed like anybody who came in, put their fingerprints some way on the game, whether it was scoring or rebounding. Maybe it was defense that we talked about. Matt, what did you see from the bench tonight?
I'm just super proud of how well that every single person just embraces the fact that they get to make an impact when they go on the floor. They're doing a great job of stepping into their roles. I couldn't have been more impressed with Lucas Christensen. I mean, he came in, he's a pretty explosive young kid, and his effort is never questioned. And Houck did a nice job. He got to the rim a couple times for us. Ben is such a physical presence for us. And then Cole Boer coming off the bench, he just demands that somebody's going to come out and guard him. He's such a great shooter. And so couldn't be happier with just the team approach that we played to basketball tonight.
Final thing before we let you go, Brody Runk with 13 points. Your next opponent's Wahpeton. When you went down to Wahpeton, you got a little story as all of a sudden the announcers down in Wahpeton were saying, it kind of was like Brody Runk was in daycare a little bit because he's a senior and everybody else nearly is a sophomore or freshman. And you had those warm-up shirts here tonight that looked awfully cool. So it seems like the team really has embraced that, Matt, going, we're young, but Brody's obviously our elder statesman, but we're going to kind of embrace this a little bit and see how much more mature, so to speak, you can get before you get to that regional tournament.
Yeah, before we even got on the bus after our Wahpeton game, I had texts from a bunch of people that just said, you got to listen back to the call. And I showed the boys, and they thought it was hilarious. And so Brody truly is one of our leaders. I couldn't say more good things about Brody. I love the kid to death. And the fact that he's willing to lead us, but the fact that they're willing to lean into the fact that, you know what? Yeah, we are underaged. We are a little disorganized sometimes, kind of like a daycare. But together we can overcome some of those obstacles. And I just couldn't be more proud of these kids program-wide. They did such a great job. I was proud of our C squad and their effort they put in tonight. They didn't quite come away with a win, but they played really, really hard. It's a great step forward for them. Our JV did a really nice job, especially in that second half. And then our varsity came away with another tough win.
Yeah, I think Brody might have to drive the van. I don't know if everybody has a learner's permit or a driver's license.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Yeah.
Thanks so much for your time. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday against Wahpeton.
Appreciate it as always.
That again, Matt Norman will put a bow on our post-game show. That is next.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
As we come back on our post-game show, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, we spoke with him just moments ago. That again is Easton Holland. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. Easton Holland with 27 on the night. Our Precision Ag Play of the contest is the 25-12 third quarter in which the Central Cass Squirrels outscored Oak Grove after being down 6 at the half, but 25-12 in the third quarter. That was the difference, and they never relinquished the lead. Our Agassi Precision Ag Play the contest. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. On our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, the latest Region 1 standings. Central Cass now 2-3. Grover's dropped to 1-6. Lisbon is 2-4. Valley City is 1-1. Wahpeton is 4-2. Northern Cass is 2-0, and Kindred sits at 4-0. Tomorrow in Castleton will be the Belle of the Ball Wrestling Tournament, the girls' individual wrestling tournament. Brady Siebels will have the call for you tomorrow out there in Castleton. We'll have a Section 4A Minnesota dance meet that'll be tomorrow at noon in Hawley. That and more still to come. Grover's get on the bus tomorrow for a date with Fosston and Crookston. Central Cass back in action on Tuesday, hosting Wahpeton here on your liveevent.com. Thanks so much for tuning into our coverage. That does it again for our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. On behalf of Joey Hughes, I'm Chase Miller, repeating tonight's final. Squirrels with the win, 76-62. Enjoy your weekend and the rest of your Friday night.